In this video, we're going to be going over how to create and work with repairs in ThunderPOS Net. Repairs are, obviously useful if you're doing a repair shop, if you're repairing hardware, particularly if you are doing repairs that will be dropped off and then picked up after the repair work is done, rather than something simple like disk resurfacing that you can just charge for as a service item. So within ThunderPOS.net, repairs is one of the major menu sections. If we go to repairs here, we can create new repairs. We can also cancel repairs that have not had a deposit done yet. To create a new repair, we'll just go to the plus sign here. You can select your technician ID, that's the employee that's going to be working on the item. You can type in a customer ID, or you can search for the customer. We'll just search for a customer here. If you're using a walk-in customer, you can put in a first and last name. Otherwise, the first and last name from that customer is going to be used. And then you can do a description of the repair, such as iPad touch or iPad screen replacement, just as an example. Then once you've created the repair, you can add items to the repair. And the repair often will have multiple items associated with it. For example, you may have the components and then a labor portion of it. I'm just going to add a few random items that don't necessarily have, repair specific things. If you have labor, you may want to mark it as a service item because you probably don't have a stock level of labor. So we'll add a couple of items onto there. Go back to the details here. So these don't actually have a price. We're going to actually just modify the price here because you can set the price for items in a repair to be different than what they would normally be. So if you want to just set up a generic, service labor cost, you can, and then just modify it as needed. You can also set up individual items for, different labor things if you want to track it a little more closely. That can be useful. So from here, we can do an estimate, which will appear as a PDF. I'm going to open that up on screen here, which they can then sign, and you can set the disclaimer that they have to agree to there. You can also set up notes here, and you can, of course, add and remove items. If you want to take a deposit, you have to have a register license. So, either you do it through your Windows or your iPad if you have if you're using that as your register. If you're using the back office as a register, however, you can go through register here, and then under actions here, you will go to the actions, and then you'll go to the repairs section here. And then you're going to select the repair that you want to work with. So we will take a look here at our repair, and we'll make a deposit on it. And at that point, we can then go to our register, and we can ring out the repair. And this is just a deposit amount, but then later, once they've come back, we can go to actions and then repairs, and then we can actually see that they've made a deposit, and we can complete this transaction. So we'll say we're going to complete it. Our estimate has actually more than covered the amount of the repair because I probably had the percentage to be a little higher there than what it needed to be, so we'll actually have to give them a slight refund because it's ended up costing less. And then once we complete it, it's going to finish ringing out, and we will be good to go. If you want to cancel a repair, that's done through the same interface, and obviously right now it's showing the ones under the walk-in customer. But under actions and repairs, if you want to just cancel a repair, then you just hit action and then cancel. If you had a deposit, then the refund would be for a deposit amount. Otherwise, you just complete it out at 0 and it'll cancel that repair. So fairly straightforward. Very useful for tracking, especially if you get the estimate signed. That may be required depending on just how much you're charging for the particular repair. But if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're happy to help out.